This will look at the anatomy, a cross-section of the small intestine somewhere throughout, probably in the jejunum or ileum. Here it is with four tissue layers, starting first with the outermost layer called the serosa. It's a fibrous connective tissue that will become part of the mesentery or the mesocolon, depending where in the small intestine this is. The second tissue going inward would then be the muscularis or muscularis externa, those two red bands that I will detail out. The outer of the two is a longitudinal layer that runs the length of the small intestine. The tissue type is smooth muscle. The inner is circular. It's what causes constriction and peristalsis. It's visceral muscle also. Part of the layer here are the lymphatic vessels in green. They will eventually move the lymph to the lymphatic system. These are lymph nodes to help detoxify anything that's acquired in the small intestine. The third tissue going inward toward the center would be the submucosal layer. It contains arteries, veins, and nerves. Detailing those, in red would be the submucosal arteries, and then in blue would be the submucosal veins. These are systemic arteries and veins. The third and innermost layer is closest to the lumen, or where the food goes along, and that's the mucosal region, starting at the red line that have the pointer going inward. I lay the pointer on the lumen. This is where the food will be moved across as it goes down the digestive system. That's a villus, plural being the villi, many of them there, probably 30 or so. And that's where the nutrients are going to be absorbed eventually into the lymphatic and circulatory system. A closer view of the villus, these finger-like projections. The center has a green structure called the lacteal, which will move the end products of fat digestion that absorbs down to the lymph system. Deep in these corners here are the intestinal glands or crypts of Lieberkuhn. They will secrete digestive enzymes to help in the process of reducing proteins to smaller molecules to be absorbed. The villi themselves on the surface have epithelia with goblet cells that will help